¿Qué onda, mis criaturas de la sombra? It's your girl, Mariana Muerte, reporting live from somewhere between a bruja's backyard and the Food for Less parking lot. And tonight, we're talking about one of the most legendary cryptids in Mexican folklore, La Lechuza, the Owl Witch, the Hood Night Terror, the don't go outside after 11 p.m. or she'll swoop you up. A real-life hag raven from Skyrim. For the non-gamers, she's basically Big Bird, if Big Bird had beef with your entire bloodline. So La Lechuza is said to be a bruja, a witch, who transforms into a massive owl at night. Not like a cute owl, not like a Harry Potter owl. No, no, no. This is a 7-foot-tall owl with glowing eyes, a human face, and the energy of a tia who caught you stealing her Tupperware. Like, chill out. I was just trying to get some butter, not trying to steal your old beans. People say she whistles at your window, tries to mimic voices, or straight up attacks cars like she's auditioning for Fast and Furious Bruja Drift. La Lechuza doesn't have one origin, and that's part of why she's so unsettling. In Mexican and Tejano folklore, she isn't just a monster. She's usually tied to witchcraft, grief, or punishment. Version A, the wronged woman. One of the oldest stories says she was once a woman accused of being a bruja, a witch. In some tellings, she was killed by her own community, and her spirit returned as a giant owl with a woman's face. Not just to scare people, but to remind them of what fear can do to a village. Version B, the Pact. Another version says she chose the transformation. She made a pact for power, knowledge, revenge, or protection, and turning into an owl was the price. In this version, she's less a victim and more a warning. Power always comes with terms and conditions. Version C, the Mourning Mother. This one is very real and hits hard. In parts of northern Mexico and South Texas, La Lechuza is said to be a woman who lost her child, her grief twisted into something supernatural. She wanders at night, crying like a baby or screaming like a woman, luring people outside. Not always evil, sometimes just broken. So depending on who you ask, La Lechuza is a witch, a demon, a warning, or a ghost with unfinished business, which honestly feels very on brand for humanity. Most famous La Lechuza stories come from northern Mexico and South Texas, places where the nights are wide open and the wind carries sound farther than it should. Northern Mexico, rural towns and ranchos. In small ranch communities, people describe a giant owl with a woman's face, sometimes perched on church roofs or mesquite trees. Elders warn kids not to whistle at night because the whistle is said to call her closer. The sound people remember most isn't wings. It's a scream that doesn't sound like any animal they know. South Texas, border town lore. In South Texas, especially along the Rio Grande Valley, the stories shift slightly. Here, La Lechuza is often tied to bruja folklore, a woman who can transform into an owl at will. People talk about scratching at windows, shadows crossing streetlights, or an owl watching from a power line a little too long, like it recognizes you.